Hello and welcome to the first episode of Cooking for Accountants. We're going to do a really festive one today and we're going to make a Christmas cake today. It's super easy. I want you to all give it a go and give it a try because it's Christmas. So first thing is you need some scales and you need a bowl. So pro tip here, put your scale on there and then just zero it out so we can have it easily measure our ingredients. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get 8 Oz of self-raising flour. So make sure you get the self-raising flour, not the normal flour. So just tip that in, literally tip that in. 8 ounce of self-raising flour. Perfect. Okay. Look, if you go a little bit over, don't worry. Just scoop a little bit out. So you've got the, we're accountants, so we must be accurate in our measurement. So that's the first ingredient, 8 ounce of self-raising flour. Second element, so the second element, we're going to put in some sugar. It's nice and sweet. So we're going to do 4 ounce of soft brown sugar. So before you put it in, just zero out your scales again. And we're going to do about 4 ounce of brown sugar. And that's going to give us a nice sweetness to our cake. Let's just get that in. Now, if you go a bit over on the sugar, don't worry about it. It is totally fine. Again, we can still take some back if we need to. So that is 4 ounce of brown sugar, available at all good supermarkets, wherever you are. 4 ounce of brown sugar. Next element is we're going to have 10 ounce of mixed fruit. So mixed fruit, we can use things like raisins, we can use things like cranberries. So anything like that, just go to your supermarket. You can buy a bag of mixed fruit. We're looking for 10 ounce of mixed fruit. So let's again zero our scale again. And we're going to put in that mixed fruit into our cake. This is a really nice element that gives it the nice fruit, gives it a nice fruit flavour. So I've got some raisins here. I've got some dried cranberries we're going to put in. So I've got some nice cranberries to bulk it up. So just give you a nice combination. Any sort of dried fruit is good for you in a cake. So we've got that 8 ounce of fruit. So the next important element of a good Christmas cake, it's all about the cherries. So we're looking for 2 ounce of cherries. Okay, so just again, zero your scale. Just put that in. Should be just perfect, yeah. So if you go slightly over on the cherries, hey, it's Christmas, enjoy yourself, okay? So 2 ounce of cherries. Next thing you need in your Christmas cake is eggs. So we're going to get 2 medium-sized eggs. Just again, crack them and smash them, add them into your Christmas cake. These ones, of course, you don't need to measure the eggs. So just add those into your Christmas cake. So your next element, again, zero your scales. We're going to use some oil. I'm using vegetable oil in this case. So just add 4 ounce of oil. 4 ounce of oil. There we go. 4 ounce of oil. Perfect. The last element is you're going to add in, and this is literally all you have to do. So zero your scales again. The last element you're going to put in is 4 ounce of milk. Yeah, so you've got 4 ounces of milk. Now, literally, that is all you have to do. That is your cake made. So what do? We literally now just give it a good stir. We can take it off the scales. And we're just going to mix it around. Okay, so we're just going to mix it around. So give me some time. Take your time to make it sure it's thoroughly mixed together. Make sure you take your time. So just give me some time to do this. Thoroughly mixed together. There we go. So you can see what it's doing now. I'm mixing all the elements together in the bowl. Okay, so that is how it's going to look. It's going to look like a yellowish kind of mixture like that. There should be no flour. Everything should be comprehensively mixed. So what you should do now is find something to cook your cake in, so like a cake tin, and I'll show you how to do that and how to stop it sticking. So I've got a sort of basic baking tin here. What you can do is grease the sides of it with some butter, but I'm going to use parchment paper, and this is perhaps the most tricky part you're going to have here, which is make sure you pour in your Christmas cake without spilling any. So that's the tricky part. So let's try and do that now. So get all that goodness into the cake mix. Get all that goodness into the cake mix. Okay. So you can see how it looks now. So smooth it out. Smooth it out so it's nice and smooth and level. Okay. So this is how it's going to look. It looks something like that. What we're going to do is preheat our oven. So preheat your oven. It's going to be gas mark 2, 150 degrees centigrade or 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Gas mark 2. We're going to cook this for 2 hours. Let's see how it works. Okay, so we've done 2 hours in the oven. Now the big reveal. Get your oven gloves. Let's see this cake. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful Christmas cake there. So what you can do is you can take out that Christmas cake, and because we've got the parchment paper, see it's not sticking, you can get a cooling rack and it will just go out perfectly onto our, look at that Christmas cake. And once you've got that, you can decorate it, you can put on your icing. I like to eat it just on its own. And if you're from Yorkshire, you eat it with a piece of cheese, Wensleydale cheese if you can get it. So that's your first lesson, cooking for accountants. Look at the result of that, super easy, level 1. Make some and post the link of your cake below. My name is Marty Windle. This is Cooking for Accountants, lesson 1. Thank you very much and good luck in your exams.